Hi everyone, this is me Nana, and today in this video I am going to tell you some top 5 famous geopolitical sayings, and that will actually improve your debate skills, like debating skills, your speech skills, and like many more, and it will give you overall knowledge about international relations as well. So, starting off with the very first one, it is you can change your friends, but you cannot change your neighbors. So, like this saying is associated with the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Now, what does this saying means? So, this sayings mean that you can change your friends, like you can change your alliances, your friends, like, but you cannot change your neighbors. For example, India's friend is Russia, right? But India have to maintain good relations with Pakistan because no matter like how much good relations India will establish with Russia, they have to live around Pakistan, right? So they have to live as being the neighbor of Pakistan. So it is really very important to improve your relations with Pakistan than improving relations with Russia. Because no matter what, you cannot change your geography, right? The example for these sayings are like the relations between China and India. Despite having various border disputes, India and China have cooperated in trade. Also, India and Bangladesh, despite having occasional disagreements, they cooperate on trade, connectivity, and border management. Now, moving on to the number second geopolitical saying, it goes like geography is the destiny. So it is often associated with the Napoleon Bonaparte, but the origin is still debated. Well, what does this mean? So, no matter what, again, you cannot change your geography. Like, if you are around Indian Ocean, you have to be there. Like, you cannot, take India and put it in the Europe, or take China or put it in the Africa. No, you have to be wherever you are. So you cannot change the geography, and geography is the destiny. For example, India sits in the middle of the Indian Ocean, which gives it advantage to control over the various sea routes, right, on the trade. The other example is Singapore. Like, despite being tiny, Singapore is the global trading hub, which sits in the strategic Strait of Malacca. Now, moving on to the number third geopolitical saying, if you want peace, prepare for a war. So it means that strong military capabilities can deter the conflicts. If you're strong, no other power will try to control over you. And if they're even controlling you, you can deter, like, right? So, like, you can use your weapons or you can show your military powers. So, if you want to stay in peace, it is very important that you prepare for war because no one prepares for the war at the very end time, right? Now, moving on to the number fourth geopolitical saying, which is sea power is the key to the world. Often the seas are the debated region. Like, seas holds a very, crucial power. Like, everyone wants to control the major trade routes, right? Like, you can see the example of America. Like, India sits in the Indian Ocean, so it has the power to oversee various trade routes, various trade networks. So, well, this saying is said by Alfred Thayer Mahan. And what does this saying means? So, if I give you the examples, then US maintains very strong naval forces across multiple oceans, which allows America to protect trade routes and project the military power, its naval military power across the world at the global level, right? Now, we're gonna go and talk about the very last geopolitical saying for this video, and it goes like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. This is a very popular geopolitical saying because you see how India and Pakistan are enemy, but Pakistan and China are the friends. So the enemy of one country is the friend of the another, right? Now let's look at an example. For example, the US and the China. During 1970s, the US and China both became friends, both cooperate because they both have common concern over the USSR, the Soviet Union. Also, the present example like USA and Vietnam, like they cooperate together to balance the influence of China in the Asia region, right? So these were the five most popularly used geopolitical saying, and you can also use it whenever you're debating or giving a speech or you write. So yeah, they will actually gonna go and help you. And you do tell me in the comment that if I should make a part two for this or not. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys like it. Bye.